was 1993. Ken Baker and John O'Brien had a vision to create a firm that would come to be known for its superior, timely, and cost-effective services. Now, 800 clients and 1,750 projects later, they continue to do that every single day. Now let me describe what Baker & Obrien does. Baker & Obrien is an independent energy consulting firm, serving clients involved in the processing, distribution, and the utilization of hydrocarbon fuels and chemicals. In industry parlance, this is what is referred to as the downstream sector of the oil and gas industry.
We do litigation support, assisting both plaintiffs and defendants on significant litigation, and we provide advisory services to assist entrepreneurs.
A lot of companies that do what we do. We're really what we would describe as a boutique energy consulting firm. And we have specialty areas that we work in that are different from most other firms.
I was introduced to Baker & Obrien probably 20 years ago. And the way they help us is that everything that is produced by our clients then goes downstream. And when it's processed, when it's transported, anything else that's done to it will fall under the purview of the Baker & Obrien people. They'll do the consulting for the construction or modification of a refinery, of a gas plant, to design your pipeline system, but lots of companies do that. The real difference that Baker & Obrien brings is the economic analysis to the markets that somebody's going to be dealing in. So when we've produced the oil and gas, then they're going to help with the marketing of it, the most advantageous way to do it, and to help with problems along the way.
It serves a small niche, and that niche is really clients that need to have technical and complex issues explained in basically layman's terms. If you look at our clients are mainly bankers, lawyers, insurers, and the oil and gas industry. The issues can be very complex from a technical standpoint. When that's mixed into the commercial, I think we do best, and that's what the marketplace needs.
We'll do some advisory work so we stay current with the industry. We'll work on disputes, lawsuits. People need our help with those. I think if I can see any changes, it's going to be where we do our work and the kinds of industries that we begin to work on. I think in the last 5 years, oil and gas boom in the States has brought a lot of activity with big companies and engineering firms to the United States, North America, and of course this is quite a change. Most of our advising, lenders and companies and big projects has always been outside the United States, and with this change, I think a lot of that activity is going to come back here, and we'll be doing a lot more work closer to home.
We have a certain sweet spot of skills, and our clients are trying to understand a complex topic. We do project development, we do supply, demand, market outlook. I think one side helps us be better on the other side, so staying in touch with industry developments helps us understand better on what's going on, what are the key issues, better equips us to advise our clients on avoiding those things.
Economic analysis that we sometimes do in support of our clients, to be able to analyze the economic starting point of a tool that we would use in-house and turn it into a product that we can license to others. And taking it from something that's just a spreadsheet tool that you can use in-house to something that you can sell around the world.
And they are absolutely honest, unassuming, meet deadlines, and exceptionally professional. And a banker needs a firm like this and a group like this that they can depend on.
Tell us a little something about what your company does day to day.
I think we have a group that they are focused on providing the clients with the best product, the best advice, the best services that we can, realizing that if they do that and we all do that, one, many of those clients will come back and utilize us again next year or 2 years, 5 years down the road. Secondly, they realize that if they do that, the company will be profitable, and that we have a variety of work that we get here. You're talking about people that are experienced professionals in their particular field. Gives everyone here, John and myself included, a challenge to do a good job.
Quite often our clients will ask us to help them make projections of what prices are going to be in the future. If you're going to evaluate a project for feasibility, there's really three things you need to know. You need to know what your feedstock is going to cost you. You need to know how much it's going to cost you to process that into the finished product. And you have to know what the finished products are going to be able to sell for in the future. That determines whether the project is feasible. And so we need to make projections and try to forecast those things, because you don't just build a project in one day. It takes sometimes 2 to 3 years or more to get these projects from the time they're conceived until fruition. We've worked for the Department of Energy, we've worked for the Occupational Safety and Health Administration, we've worked for the Department of Justice, so we do a lot of work with the government. Quite often when we testify, we'll testify in front of FERC, for example, the Federal Energy Regulatory Commission.
The fundamentals of chemical engineering, physics, and mathematics never change. And we get asked to look at new technologies of someone that has the greatest catalyst in the world. You cannot defy the laws of chemistry, mathematics, and physics. And those types of things, we do have to bring that to everyone's attention to make sure they understand whether this is a viable technology or not. On the other end of the spectrum, the flexibility is the issue that I think we have to adapt to. And by doing both litigation support as well as what we call advisory work on the litigation side, understanding what the real world is and having to explain that and take that apart for a judge or a jury or an arbitration panel.
Baker Obrien is a terrific firm for quality of work. Bottom line, if you want a group of professionals who won't disappoint you in any respect, whose work you can trust, Baker Obrien is the best firm in the industry that I know.
Someone once told me a consultant in this business really only has their professionalism and their integrity. Our integrity is very important to us.
Commitment, competence, credibility, and confidentiality. It's the foundation on which this company was built, and it's the foundation on which this company continues to strive.